Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a really quick news update video discussion on some Sentai news. This came out a few days ago, but I kept forgetting that I wanted to do a video about it, so I'm a little bit late discussing it. But it's about the Sentai DVD releases. They've kind of been in limbo for a while. After Hurricane, the only one we knew they were planning was, I think, one older one. It was like 5-man or something, but they talked about wanting to do an older one, and then presumably Abaranger, but they've been in limbo, give or take, since around Hasbro bought the property. And we just recently had the Shout Factory account answer someone's question directly, saying at present they do not have the rights to do further Sentai releases. So at the moment, after the Hurricane release that just happened, I think last year, we are on indefinite hiatus in terms of Sentai DVD releases, and that is very disappointing because we were just getting to the good seasons. Like, we just cleared all the 90s filler seasons, and now we're actually getting to the ones that had less filler and the ones that I enjoyed, and now we're stopping. Like, Abaranger is one of my all-time favorites, and I was so excited to get to that. I was excited about Hurricane because it was an early one I watched in HK subs, so I was excited to get it in a better format. But it really sucks that we're now at the era of Sentai that I actually like, instead of the 90s Sentai, mostly 90s Sentai, which I really don't care for. But, you know, I collected all of them once I found good prices because it was cool to be able to buy Sentai DVDs, you know? It was cool when we finally got proper season releases for PR, but the fact that we got Sentai releases is really freaking cool because, you know, it's so obscure. I ended up finally buying Zyuranger like 2 years ago or something, or a year ago, when I finally found a good price for it, because I just do not like Zyuranger, and there is a part of me, like, the dark sense of humor finds it a little bit funny that they're canceled now because I was so annoyed when the Sentai DVDs first came out, and you had this subset of fans that was like, you're not a true fan if you don't support this, or you have to buy this trash if you want the seasons you like. Trash, aka Zyuranger. And I really hated that mentality of like, well, you have to buy something you don't like to get something you do, and you're not a true fan if you don't support this. And so that really soured me on them early on, but I've been collecting them, and they're not perfect, you know, in terms of the quality of both the actual thing you're watching and the set itself, but they're still pretty cool to own, and I like the cases for them, and like I said, I was looking forward to getting more of them, and I like having that collection of them if I want to revisit them, because I don't necessarily dislike all the 90s Sentai. It's just, by and large, it's just like filler fest. I almost said Filler Fest 97, but just Filler Fest 90s. So it sucks that we're not getting any more at the time being, now that we're actually getting to the good ones. It also sucks because if and when we ever get back to it, if somebody else is doing it or something, then we'll have different formats. So like, I hate that in my collection when I have different ones that are like, oh, all of a sudden at Abaranger the cases change. That bothers me so much with my MCU movies because I have a bunch of different styles of them, and I don't know, I just think an OCD thing, it just bothers me, but that would kind of suck. So I'd kind of hope that maybe Shout's able to pick it up again eventually, and regardless of whether it's Shout or somebody else in the future, I really hope that once we get to the seasons that were shot in HD, we could get Blu-ray releases. I still really want, like, a more proper Blu-ray release of Samurai Onwards as well, just because that's the way they were shot, and that is one of the better things about the Neo Saban era, was how pretty it looked in HD, and we only really got, I think, Samurai and Super Samurai from Lionsgate. But so I hope that we do pick them up again at some point. I don't know why they stopped. I don't know what the sales figures were like on them. I imagine they weren't phenomenal, but they were obviously decent enough that we got 11+ series. Like, we got, in terms of PR, Zyuranger through Hurricane, and then we got one outlier, which was Jetman. So I definitely hope they come back and then we pick up where we left off, because I was looking forward to getting the seasons that I actually like Abaranger and Dekaranger, Magiranger, and so forth. But what do you guys think? Would you like to see the Sentai DVDs come back? Or for some reason, you glad that they're gone? If they do come back, would you like to see something done differently? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you can get notifications from my videos. Dawson Rider, signing out.